Hi, I'm Shay and today I'm going to be reading to you How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. On this cover page, you can tell that this is the Grinch and he has red eyes. What do you guys think that might mean? And his smile, what do you think this also means? Let's get into the book and maybe we'll be able to know. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. So what do you guys think about this picture? What do you think he's feeling? What is his body language and how he's standing and his facial expression? What do you think it represents? But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow he knew. So this word sneer right here, this means a upset kind of face, like he's not happy about Christmas coming. So he's giving a face that kind of represents how he's feeling. All the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise. Oh the noise. Noise, noise, noise. That's one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. And they would put on Who pudding and rare Who roast beef, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. So let's look at this picture. What do you guys think is going on? And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing, and they'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing, and they'd sing, sing, sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years, I put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? What do you guys think he's going to do to try to stop Christmas from coming? And what do you think the Grinch is like? What do you think his personality is? Does he seem like a nice person, or does he seem like kind of a mean one? Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With this hat and this coat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. So this word, scarce, right here, this means not common. It means it's very uncommon or rare. And let's look at this picture right here. What do you think? Do you think it was hard for him to make this suit and this hat? What else can you observe from this picture? Does his dog look happy or does the dog look sad that he's tying the horn on his head? What do you guys think? Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up," and the sleigh started down towards the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming, sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claw hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. So it looks like he's going into the chimney right now. What do you think his dog is feeling here? He looks pretty sad and tired. I don't think he likes what the Grinch is doing to him. And I think we're going to stop there, and we'll continue this book another time. Bye.